interesting. We're all home. A lot of us are home. And so I've got an opinion. What's worth streaming in April 2020? The Good Fight, Bosch, Money Heist, and more. So and here it says, with many of us stuck at home, at least there's a good crop of streaming distractions on the way. And it's interesting, as I'm watching all of the streaming services, they are putting out a lot of content left and right. My wife and I were looking at TV the other night, and whether you want to laugh or not, we want to see Trolls. We want to see the new movie Trolls, which is due to come out next Friday. We noticed that not only is it coming out next Friday, but it's coming out on demand the same day it's being released into the movies. And I think you're going to see a lot more of that because people can't go to the movie theater, right? So I'm going to think that as movies come out, they're going to automatically start coming out right on demand on the days that they get released. But keeping that in mind, we have stocks that we're looking at here: Netflix, Amazon, Viacom, Disney, Apple, Comcast, are all the stocks that are tracking streams. So today is not stream wars, but because a lot of people are at home, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out. How to get Disney out? I'm not looking for that. And then it gives you in this story, I like this story, how much you pay for Netflix, how much you pay for Hulu, how much you pay for Amazon. And folks, when you start putting this all together, these start adding up. And guess what? Everything that I just looked at, with the exception of Hulu, I have. I'm a big Star Trek fan, so I have CBS All Access. I have Amazon. I have Apple TV Plus. I have Disney. I have all of these. Again, with the exception of Hulu, Peacock, free for Comcast, and I'm not a Comcast subscriber. I subscribe to Spectrum, but I just found out on my Spectrum. You have Spectrum?
No, AT&T.
You have AT&T. I just found out on my Spectrum, I am now getting Showtime and something for free. All right, so man, look at that. Even your cable companies know that you're home, and they're giving you some premium services. So I think for the next 3 months on Spectrum, I'm getting 2 premium channels. Man, they are trying to keep us in front of the TV as much as possible. Thus, why this story is so important, because some of these stocks are worth getting into, right? Let's go open up my watch list and let's go look at those stocks. So what's in here? We have Amazon. We have, where's the rest of them? Oh, hold on. We got Amazon, man. Oh, I have a watch list. Oh, and you know why I have a watch list? I have a watch list that specifically looks at stay-at-home stocks, and a lot of them are in there. So I'm going to bring up that stay-at-home stocks, all right? And in there, you know, when you look at things like Teams, you look at Zoom, here's Amazon, here's Teams. You know something that's moving else as well? Grubhub. Man, I am in Grubhub personally. I am in Blue Apron personally. Here's Netflix. Here's Facebook. Activision for you people who are gaming. Zoom video. We're doing a lot of Zoom video for church because we can't go to church. So a lot of that is happening. Man, there's a lot of stocks in here. And hold on, I don't have Disney in here, do I? No, I'm going to add that to my watch list. Disney, AAPPL, I know, AAPL. I need to add those. And yeah, so it's not about the stream wars this week when we look at the streaming stocks, but it is a lot of the stocks that are put into the people who are staying at home and how they are being affected. So you know something? Let's sort the list by RT. I love using VectorVest watch list to do this kind of stuff. What stock in my stay-at-home watch list is moving up the most? Blue Apron. I am currently in that stock. With Clorox. Why? Because people are having to clean a lot of stuff. Clorox is in there. Netflix is in there. In the top 5 of RT is top 5 of one of the fastest moving stocks in there. And you can also see which ones have buy recommendations, which ones have earnings growth rate that are double digit. Disney is in here, but towards the bottom. Disney is not moving up as fast. Let's go see which stocks are the safest in this list. Apple. Apple, everybody knows about Apple. I love Apple. I still think it's one of the best stocks in the whole wide world. But look at the fundamentals on Apple. RV above 1, relative safety above 1. What's hurting Apple? Right now that it's going down. But I'm thinking, you remember not too long ago, the earnings growth rate on Apple was at 1 because they put so much money into their streaming service. How about they're starting to see that go back up? I'm loving that. All right, stock is still a sell. I would buy it on an up day, but I would really look for RT to go back above 1. All you gaming folks out there, how about Activision in an uptrend? Nice, all 3 indicators above the value of 1. Love it. How about, what's another one? How about JD.com? All 3, relative value, relative safety, relative timing, all above 1. What else is in this list with all 3? That's about it. So here's your stay-at-home stocks, including some of the streaming stocks that are in here.
Kareem wants to know what's a good cheap stay-at-home stock. Can we sort that by price?
What's a good cheap stay-at-home stock? Let's go sort it by price. $6 was the cheap one. Zynga, I actually own this right now as well. Let's take a look at that, Kareem. Let's go take a look at the stock. Let's go see if it's something you would want to get in right now. Little volatility on that stock, right? Put that on a 3-month graph. I got into it when the 3 and the 8 crossed. Right now, it's moving down a little bit. I wouldn't pull the trigger on it right now, Kareem. All right, just think about it. Look at these 3 red candles. I would wait for the stock to bounce. I like that the 3 and the 8 are still bullish, even on the pullback. Watch the earnings per share. Be careful with that. I know that Zynga is a trade because earnings per share is going down, but I like that it bounced off a level of support, the 3 and the 8 cross. Look at that opportunity to make money on a lower dollar stock. Right now, keep your eyes on it. All right, keep your eyes on it. As I mentioned, I own it, but I have a stop in place in case it goes down. I'm not going to let it get away from me. But I would definitely think about buying it again once it starts going up and the 3 and the 8 continue to move up. Another one in here, Tencent Music, is about a $10, $11 stock. View the stock graph. Let's take a look at it. I like that a little bit more better, Kareem. Look at that. Found the floor, bounced. Look at the 3-8. Look at the beautiful up day today. This is more of a trade as well because look at the earnings per share. But here's an inexpensive stay-at-home stock that you might want to keep your eyes on. And again, you make sure you buy it on an up day. Because it's a $10.95 stock, I would say put in your order 5 cents higher than the high. That helps to make sure you've got confirmation of up move on the stock. All right, any other questions?
How many bars on your support and resistance?
How many bars on my support and resistance? It all looks at the look back period of the stock. Is that affecting me? All right, so when you say how many bars, I'm looking at, let's do this real quick. If I go to support and resistance and right click on it and go down to change settings, I am looking at 300 bars. I'm looking at 300 bars, which is about a 1-year look back period. All right, so I'm using the default layout on support and resistance when I have support and resistance. For those of you who are new, you can adjust your support and resistance to reflect however tight or responsive you want your support or resistance to be. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Now, if you're new to the software or would like refresher information about the software, click on this Getting Started video right here. Thanks to all of your input, here's a YouTube video that we think would be perfect for you. Click right here. If nothing else, folks, just hit the subscribe button right here.